Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Sarah Jane Redmond, star of the movie A Reason for the Season. Join us as we delve into Sarah Jane's insights into her character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here with us, Sarah Jane.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's great to see you again. You're just a lovely interviewer. Uh, so
Thank
hopefully I will be a lovely interviewee. And yeah, it's very nice to see you again.
For me too. It's a pleasure. So, can you tell us a little bit about your character in A Reason for the Season?
Yeah. So I'm not sure how much. So do you just a side note, how much can I say? Because this won't air until the movie airs, correct?
No, it will air today, so it's before.
Okay. So I think I'm just not sure. Like I guess I can talk about the character, but just not give the storyline away. I think.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, good. Okay. All right. I just have to have to be careful. Okay, well, so Jason Borg directed this, and I hadn't had a chance to work with him, so it was the first time that I got a chance to work with him. And Taylor Cole. I don't know. Have you ever spoken to Taylor? Have you had a chance
Yeah.
to speak with her? Oh my goodness, yeah, Taylor and Kevin McGarry. I hadn't worked with him either. The two of them. I'm getting sidetracked, but it's really hard not to. The two, Taylor and Kevin together, it's unbelievable the chemistry that they have. They were just so much fun to work with. It was really hard to keep a straight face the whole time because they both have such a wicked sense of humor. And I tend to be a little more serious. I've always had a hard time, just sort of letting go right before the cameras roll. So it was a good challenge for me. But so I play Elizabeth Lane. I play Taylor's mom, and Elizabeth is a self-made billionaire.
Oh,
Um, she came from a very challenging beginnings, which I really like about what Hallmark do is they don't, it's they give real life stories where she began. She's a single mom. She really struggled to make ends meet. They were tough times in the beginning, and she developed a cosmetic line, and it went on to become a billion-dollar company. So she has this lovely, lovely daughter, Evie, and Evie is lovely and beautiful and a beautiful, kind soul, and used to really getting her own way. And so through the movie, we go and see if her mother can really. Well, her mother puts her up to a challenge, and that's about as much as I can give away, but it's up to her if she follows through with it or not. But it's this lovely story about what happens to my daughter along the way and how I help her see the true meaning through the all the glitz and the glamour of how our life has been in the past. As her growing up with chauffeurs and you know whatever you want, there it is, sort of thing. So, yeah, so that was my character, and the brand is Lane Cosmetics, and I was really fun because I got to do she does this big TED talk, and it's not a TED talk, but it's similar to a TED talk, and so that was really fun. It was on the last day of filming, so. Um, yeah, so that's the character, Elizabeth Lane.
that's great. And what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
What attracted me to the role?
Yeah.
It's right. And to be honest with you, um, it's a there's some roles that are more of a challenge for me to play. This one is really it's quite an easy fit in terms of um, uh, the I love to dress up. I love to, wear nice clothes, and I'm not a billionaire, but it sure is fun to play one. And what attracted me to this is um, the Hallmark family, and also Taylor, and also Jason. I hadn't had a chance to work with Jason, so it's kind of the whole package
Yeah,
that that is really nice, just to to look at, and it was kind of an easy fit for me to slide into that role.
great. And what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating?
Oh my gosh, I would like to say it's just me, but um, no. Uh, I think it's Taylor and Kevin and their chemistry. And we just all had a really good time, and the cinematography of it. We filmed out at the old um I can't remember the exact site, but it's where um oh, I'm gonna think of this series. I can't believe I can't think of it right now. I will think of it. Um, but it's a really famous series that we filmed out with the cafe there. You'll recognize the cafe, and it's just full of charm and loveliness. But it's really the majority of it is the chemistry that Taylor and Kevin have, and all of the cast that surrounds it, and the way Jason directed it. And Taylor and I had a lot of fun. Like, for the moment we met, um, she's just such a lovely human being. So it's a beautiful little story, and there's lots of twists and turns, and it's not your typical Hallmark Christmas movie. So there's a lot of surprises in it. So yeah.
Great. And what was it like working with the rest of the cast and crew on set?
Well, I think that probably just sort of summed it up right there. I mean, it's like a lovely, lovely, delightful walk in the park. That's what it's like, being with the Hallmark family. Um, it just is, everyone's there doing what they love to do. And the Taylor just made it, a lot of fun. So yeah, it's kind of, that's the best way to describe it. It's just a lovely, lovely walk in the park. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was your favorite scene or moment while filming this movie?
Oh, that's a good question. What was my favorite scene or moment in the movie? Okay, you're gonna have to help me out with what this series was where the cafe was filmed.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, I've got to think of it. Pop's Diner.
Oh,
You know, I've got to look it up because this is one of the reasons why. Hmm?
the Riv the Pops is on the Riverdale TV series. I
Yeah, Riverdale,
yeah,
Riverdale.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So we were filming in the Riverdale sort of diner, and I've been out there so many times filming things, and it's just, we were all in such tight quarters, and we were filming night shoots, so you end up going to sleep at like 7 a.m., and it just was a very, listening to the birds chirping in the morning, and we're all getting through that together, and you kind of get the giggles. It's kind of the that last set of giggles before you're just like thinking, oh my gosh, just, and we were all laughing, and there's all these Christmas decorations around, and it was just a very that was probably the most special time, just given what everything was happening in terms of the actual scene. I think it was probably when I had to do the big speech, and Taylor had. Oh, well, there's a moment in there. I don't want to give the story away,
Okay,
but it's probably when I had to give the speech, and there's a moment between Taylor and I that I really liked.
that's great. So,
Yeah.
Change of subject.
Pardon
What
me?
change of subject?
Oh, sure.
What can you tease about your appearance on the TV series Holidays?
Ooh, oh my goodness. Um, well, first of all, the cast that I got to work with was incredible. Um, and yeah, that where do I start with that? Because we had different directors that came in, so that was really fantastic. Um, and another, it was the first, I believe it's the first Hallmark series that they're doing. So, and that comes out tomorrow as well. And my kind of crush love interest was Dennis Haysbert, which was just incredible. He's a legend. So the fact that, and I didn't know that until I got to the hotel and they said, okay, great, we're going to do a cast read through. And it was on Zoom and all these faces started popping up. And I hadn't had a chance to look at the cast list yet. And then he came on screen. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And then Dennis was even more charming when I met him in person. So that was really incredible for me. And the whole Hallmark family, they're really the producers. They're very proud of what what the work that they're doing and um, the whole Hallmark sort of tribe, I guess. So to be a part of it is quite an honor. And so yeah, the holidays. I mean, there was one scene we did there where the whole town where we filmed was decked out, like the street, like everything was completely decked out, and there was a big Christmas fair at night, and he had like 50 little elves, elf children in these. I mean, it was just so adorable, and it was so cold, and all of the wardrobe people were running around making sure that everybody, all the background performers, had cozy jackets and something hot to drink, and that was really sweet. And that's that's honestly how Hallmark, they treat their cast and crew, which is why it's just such a nice feeling when you're working on one of their projects.
That's amazing. So, talking about another of your project, can you tell us a little bit about your character in the TV show The Irrational?
Oh, the Irrational, great, yeah. That was another really, it's a great Vancouver shot series up here, and that one, um, it's kind of, it seems to be in my wheelhouse where I'm the last person that somebody might suspect, and then it turns out that I'm actually the one that's committed the crime. Um, yeah, but there must be something people underneath see. Um, but yeah, that was a great show. That was a great cast, and all Vancouver crew. Um, so that was yeah, but it's kind of fun to bring out the little bit of the evil.
Yeah. So, a quick question. At Survivor shows, we are big fans of Christmas rom-coms.
Yeah, mhm.
What is your all-time favorite?
That I worked on.
Or what do you prefer? Or you are worked on? Or what you watch every year with your family? The
Oh, I see what
one?
you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, I got to work on one called Finding a Family. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but that was a really, really lovely story based on a true story. That's probably one of my favorites that I've worked on. Um, uh, and what would we watch? Well, I tell you what we won't watch. I can't watch anything scary. I I'm like this the whole time. So I can't watch. I can film it. That's really fun filming, but I can't watch anything scary. So there's been some there's a great series out right now. It's a rom-com. Nobody Wants This. So or Nobody Wants That. That's a really, really cute, light,
Yes,
um, funny, feel good series, but really good comedy in it.
I agree. So, the last question, can you tease something about your next projects?
Oh, well, oh, I hope you're my little good luck charm. Because yeah, I'm just waiting to hear about something today. So if I do hear, I will send you a message.
Oh,
Um, but I don't want to jinx it. So I'll keep my fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm crossing my fingers on that one. So that I'm just waiting on that. I have a couple of conventions coming up for some of the science fiction shows that I've been a part of, and then the two films airing. The holidays we haven't found out when. I believe it's a six-parter, so I don't know when mine will actually air. I know it starts tomorrow night. I think the first two air tomorrow night. So I'm trying to find out. If you happen to find out, you seem to be really connected, so you can tell me when mine airs. Um,
yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, but I have some really nice behind the scenes photos of a reason for the season that I'm waiting to post once it airs tomorrow. So yeah, so just look out for the lovely Taylor and I in those. Yeah.
It will be great. And good luck for the project you
Oh, thank you.
um,
Thanks.
apply for. I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
So, so this is it. Make sure, all of you, to coach a reason for the season on Hallmark Mystery this Thursday night. And thank you, Sarah Jane, to join us today.
Oh, you're welcome. Wait, you know what? I'm going to do a little screenshot here, okay? If that's okay with you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because uh, I know my agent keeps saying, "Oh, come on, everybody wants to see these lovely things that you're doing." So, all right, you ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. Wait, one more just in case. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And
All right.
thank you all for watching. Bye.
Oh, bye, guys. Bye.